Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Adam, Dr. Taco 1982, coming to you today with the Aliens arcade game. Just gonna go ahead and jump into the action. Abandoned space settlement on LV-426 Acheron. Just Marine Task Force just landed. The night is about to begin again. Oh, nightmare is about to begin. I can't read. Hunt down and destroy the aliens. If you can keep yourself alive long enough. Let's see if I can keep myself alive long enough. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Aliens arcade game. I actually spoke about this game briefly in the Simpsons game, because there is a part in the game where I walked by an arcade machine, and it was the Aliens arcade game. And I was curious if they were just making a subtle reference, using Aliens or something, or if Konami actually had the rights and made the Konami, or not the Konami, they actually made the Aliens arcade game. And they did. Konami did indeed make the Aliens arcade game. So, it's kind of cool. They have their own little nod to their own game in another video game. So, I thought I'd try and find that today and give that a playthrough. So that is what we're looking at. This is based very loosely on the movie Aliens, because most of the stuff you're seeing, not in the movie, especially this pink jizz spewing monster. Like, I don't really know what else to say about that. It shoots goop. It's gross. It's gross. But it's dead, so it doesn't even matter now. It's dead. I killed it. Well, now some guys just tell me I got come on. I got come on, everybody. Yeah, I'm not. This was made, an arcade shooter game, so it's exciting and different and neat. I'm not really sure what the random come on guy is about. It just doesn't fit the theme of Aliens in any way, shape, or form. The movies themselves are very much, horror-esque with sci-fi elements. And there's this random guy who just starts yelling, "Come on!" Yeah, I don't get it. But I did make the game. I guess they took some creative liberties. Did I? I lost my weapon in between stages. Because before this stage, I had the three-way, and I don't have that anymore. Well, that's a little disappointing. So, this stage here, the entire stage isn't like this, but some of it's like this. And I thought this was kind of neat, how they did this, because they're trying to be like, oh, remember in the movie how they use the little motion detector for stuff? That's what they're trying to do here. I thought it was kind of cool that they did that. Because, they're actually trying to reference the source material. Even, they're kind of slaughtering it with the, muscle-bound alien there. I don't really understand what those are. Because I've watched most of the Aliens movies, unless there's some random one I've never seen in the past that involves a muscle-bound alien that I've never seen. Because thus far, there hasn't been. Even the partially formed ones usually are just smaller versions of a regular xenomorph. I've never seen one that's muscular. So, it's interesting to say the least. The elevator level, if you can call this a level. You have to kill all the things before they start snapping the elevator wires. I've never gotten to a point where they actually have snapped the elevator wires, and I guess that's a good thing. Because, I imagine if that happens, it's game over. So, I'm glad that's never happened to me. But I've also never had to do this level with the three-way on. It's not the best weapon, especially for this area. I prefer either the missile launcher or the flamethrower. The flamethrower pretty much kills all the aliens in one hit. This one, well, it's kind of handy because it can shoot in the three different directions, but it's pretty weak, and I think that's the balance for it, is that it's supposed to be a weaker weapon, but it gives you more screen coverage. I mean, you know, pros and cons to everything. The three-way shot is nice, so because you don't have to stand up, or crouch rather. You can just three-way shot, and it'll hit whatever's on the ground or standing in front of you. The missile launcher is kind of nice because it tracks enemy movement. The flamethrower is just incredibly powerful. It pretty much kills almost all standard enemies in one hit. And that's really handy, especially in some areas of this game where you can get really swamped by the amount of enemies on the screen at one time. Because whereas the normal weapons kind of just hit an enemy and then stop, the flamethrower will actually kind of shoot through enemies and hit multiple enemies at once. But as you can see, made it off the elevator. Didn't even take a loss of one little strip there. Dang it, I did not actually... Okay, this is going to sound odd, and I know I just said the flamethrower is one of the best weapons, but oddly enough, against this boss that's coming up, this weapon kind of sucks. That boss there. Most of the projectile weapons are better against it, because... Okay, so, what? Thanks. Thank you, game. Well, now I don't even have to worry about it. The projectile weapons blow up his little projectiles he shoots, and also bounce him back. The flamethrower doesn't. I'll show you in a second. Like, you have to just kind of... What's weird is he shoots little cotton balls at you, but you just have to duck, and they don't hit you. Not really that threatening. But yeah, the flamethrower, you can't really do that. Wow, that is the quickest I've ever beaten that boss. I'm actually kind of impressed with me. See, here's the other thing I talk about, where I was saying how, like, you know, you don't really recognize stuff from the movie because they take some creative liberties to create enemies. These zombie people. It's a pretty big creative liberty they took. There are no zombie people in the movie. And in fact, in any of the movies, I don't remember any zombie people attacking me. Ever. Yeah, there's the people that are, like, attached to the wall, and they have the chest bursters come out of them, but that's a pretty big difference between an undead person that comes at you with a gun. You know? It's a little different. And in case you wonder why I jumped down here immediately, I'll tell you why. Because those things up there suck. They're a pain in the butt to shoot, and they take a considerable amount of damage to actually end up killing. And the best part is, wow, they're not going to jump down here at all today. I'm quite okay with that. See, when they jump down, they just kind of die. You don't have to shoot them, you don't have to do anything. They just jump into the water and disappear. That's why I always go down to the lower part, because it's just easier to handle them. You know, if the game's going to kill them for me, why the heck should I fight them? See, here's more random alien design, the one with the wings. These weird beetle-like spitter ones. I don't really know how the heck to describe them. They're just odd. These ones I kind of forgive a little bit, because I guess they're supposed to look like a running animation, and perhaps the running animation just didn't turn out well, and that's why they look like they look. I don't know, because when you kill them, well, when you kill almost any of the standard size aliens, they all turn into the same destroyed thing, which is kind of funny. But, you know, limitations on what it is, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. Crap, I hate this thing. This is one of those little areas where they just kind of flood you. This was where the flamethrower kind of comes in handy. But the missile launcher is also handy too, because like I said, it kind of tracks them down. Oh, the guy on the floor. He tried to get me, but I wanted no part of that. No! I don't... I must say I've done so well with really not dying that much, so I'm trying to stick with that. Shoot my missile. Eventually, see how the pulsing person over there? See how they're pulsing? Eventually, yep, see? A little chest burster pops out. I don't know if they necessarily pop out of every single one of them that's back there, but they do pop out. And, okay, good, they just fall off the screen. I couldn't remember if they fell off the screen or if they started chasing you around. I'm thankful that they actually... See, here's the other things. Those little things, they shoot the little chest burster things at you too. And they're a pain because they can just add to the onslaught of things on the screen. Like all of these eggs that keep spawning facehuggers. Well, I was doing pretty good there for a while. What can I say? I'm doing my best. You know, I can't ever guarantee a no-death playthrough. You know, this was an arcade game that was designed to eat your quarters. So, you know, I can do the best I can. And that's all I can offer you, folks. I just hope to not die too much. I mean, I did give myself 66 credits, so, you know, I have plenty of opportunities to die. I'll just try not to. Here comes one of my least favorite designed enemies in the game. It's a tentacle monster who kind of looks like a vagina with something sticking out of it. It's really kind of gross. I don't really know what the heck they're going for with this monster. It's really just kind of disgusting. Ah! Stupid guy, don't hit me. That's rude. I'm going through them way faster than I have in the past, though. See, and it's not bad enough that, like, this thing is this weird, disgusting little penis-y head vagina thing, and then it just shoots the disgusting little birthing pods as they wiggle and pulsate at you. I mean, they don't really chase you or anything, you just have to kind of move, but, you know, it is what it is. But it's still gross. Oh, game over. Except I can continue! Yeah, that's right. I'm continuing. Can't mess with this. I have to stop the alien resurrection. Infestation. Revolution 3. Okay, it's just aliens. But, oh, I ran out of missiles. I hate that thing. I absolutely hate this level. I don't understand the necessity for the stupid bouncy boxes. It's just odd. Well, I think with that I'm going to go ahead and say that's it for this episode. And, okay, now that I've cleared the screen, that's it for this episode. But, there will be more in the future. This is Adam, signing off.